Hi everyone, this is Lab 1, this is going to be video 2, and this is basically going to show you how to work with a chart that we already have set up. Now this is one that I had done while in massage school to keep track of information I needed for my massage, for my aromatherapy stuff. So I thought it'd be a little different. I know it's not something that we do here at Queensboro, but I thought it would be interesting and a little more fun this way. So as you can see, I have everything set up. I have all my information, and you can change the scale of, you can change, I gotta try and do this for you. You can change the size, like in Word. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, there we go. If you look down here, you can see that you can change the scale of how you're viewing your page, just like you did with Word. I have it set at 57% so that I can see everything I need. And you can zoom in, make it larger, 80%, 100%. As you can see, I obviously can't see everything I need, but it works the same way as Word does, which is pretty easy and user-friendly. We'll change this to 60% so that we can see everything that's going on here. And let me just move the camera view back up because we're going to do some things here. Now, what you can do is you can edit or enter information into your cell just by clicking a cell. If, say, I had spelled something wrong and I noticed it, let's say I spelled basil wrong, which I didn't, you can just click on the cell and you can either, up here in the word bar, you can either change it to however you need it to be, or you can delete it and change it altogether, and it automatically changes it in the cell, and it's a little easier when you have a lot of verbiage. This is just one word. As you can see, I have some of the cells, they're color-coded for my use to make it easier for me to find things quicker. As you can see, I have each cell highlighted in a very specific color, depending upon what I needed and dilutions and stuff like that. And you could do that in any color if I wanted to, say, change it to gray, and you get a preview when you go over these colors. So that always makes life a lot easier, fun. It makes the spreadsheets a little more interesting to look at. Otherwise it's just plain black and white, and it's just not, it's very boring. Excel, like Word, has proofreading tools that you can use. And I highly recommend using them. If you go to the Review tab, you have spell check, you have research, you have a thesaurus, just like you did in Word, and they work basically the same way. It just makes life easier. You look more professional when you do make sure everything's spelled right. Again, like Word, certain words are not recognized in their dictionary. If it is a word that you definitely know is spelled right, and it's a word that you use frequently, I personally would add it to my dictionary. This way it doesn't always come up as an error. It just makes life go a lot quicker for you. One of the other things I wanted to go over is that you can copy and paste. Works the same way as Word. Say we want to copy this word ginger, you would copy it and say I want to add it here, and paste, and it's the same. Say it's there. It works the same way as Word does. It's not very different. If, say, you want to print, which is always a big to-do, to print anything, you would go to page layout. And first of all, you can change the orientation from a letter format where it's vertical to a horizontal, which is called landscape. And as you can see, this particular spreadsheet I have set up as landscape because it's a lot of information and it covers a whole page. If I were to do it in portrait, which is a regular, like you would receive a regular letter, it's going to come out, it doesn't all fit onto one page, and that's really not what you want, depending upon, again, what your particular project is. If you're going to print, you can do a preview, and that's always good because it'll show you how. One of the new features of Excel is that when you go into the print page like this, it gives you a preview, and if it'll show you what's going to print, what's not going to print, and if you look on the bottom here, let me just drag this down, it'll show you one of two. So now if it's something that you know is supposed to be one page and it says one of two, that means that your information is not going to fit on your page. And what you would do then, if you look over here, it says fit onto one page. You can change it to no scaling so that it fits. You can print with Excel, you can print only active sheet, which is something we'll go over later. But it gives you options to fit everything on one page, not to fit its scaling. It's called a scaling option. And the only problem with this is if you hit fit to one page, it will make things very small. And if it's a lot of information in, depending upon the people and what you're doing, the smaller text might be a problem. So you might have to change your size of paper, which is something you can do here. And it gives you all sorts of different legal, letter, executive, you could print envelopes. There's another one that's sometimes called journalism. It's just larger paper. But letter or legal are usually your most popular ones. Always make sure you have the right printer. You can change how many copies you want. You know, again, a lot like Word, makes life very user-friendly. The other thing, we did that, that is basically everything you want. You can also, again, like Word, do find and replace. You can sort things, and everything, merge. Everything is pretty much the same. So hopefully this helped you out a little with your printing needs, and I will see you again soon.